Well, 2 years have passed since 64-year-old Donald Charles was murdered in Little Rock, and still no answers as to who did it or why. Good evening and thanks for joining us. For Fox 16 News, I'm Kevin Kelly. Tonight, family members are seeking help from you to hopefully find some closure and the suspect. Now, Riley Birdwell spoke with the cousin of Donald Charles. She joins us live in studio. Riley?
And he told me he's been busy putting up signs and posters to try and get answers. He's even offering up an $1,000 reward for information that might finally close this case and provide the family some much-needed peace.
It was a shock because, again, we was close, very close.
It was the day before August 24th. Donald Charles picked up his cousin Johnny Hassan to help him get his car fixed.
The point was Don was with me all of this time, okay? He stayed with me. So we didn't complete that till about 3 or 4 o'clock that evening.
Then he received a call the next day from Charles' sister telling him Don was missing.
Well, I said, well, he gave me missing his car's here.
According to the police report, when officers came to search for him at his home, they didn't find Charles.
Both of the cars was here.
Johnny Hassan has read through everything on the investigation he could find, and he can only come up with one conclusion, that Charles was beaten at his home. He even says Charles's niece made an upsetting discovery.
Found blood on the vehicle.
And then he says whoever did this to Charles dumped his body in Pulaski County.
They found him in the county, blunt force trauma to the head. Couldn't believe nobody would beat him to death. You know, it's easy to shoot somebody, okay, but it's tough. The blunt force trauma to the head, that's how he died.
And he says there is a reason people have not spoken out.
Snitches get stitches, that's the word in the community. So fear is the #1 problem. People don't talk.
So to help solve the case, he had to take action.
I love Don, and I hate the way Don was done, but I'm not just going to hate it. I'm going to do something about it.
By providing a cash reward of $1,000 to the person who turns in the suspect.
That's why I was willing, because I know that somebody would talk if they have some financial incentives.
Hassan says the family is still trying to figure out what happened to his cousin Don, and that if anyone has information about this incident that could bring their family some closure, to please contact the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office immediately. Reporting in studio, I'm Riley Birdwell, Fox 16 News.